So right now I want to kind of show the process of like turning this loop into like a full song. How I do it here on LMMS. Uh, all the videos I've done, they're just pretty much this, just a a loop, right? Or 8 bar loop, and that's it. I leave it at that. I don't really expand too much because usually that's like my favorite way to work when I just out of this like idea I build upon kind of from the lyrics, right? Like depending on the vocals, either do certain changes of flow or whatever a situation I want to make. I build um, the song around that, and I will show you how I do that right now. So I don't have any vocals for this. I decided to remix a song, take out the vocals from a song, and then you know using it for this song, right? So um, I think here, yes. So the song is gonna be "Serving Lean" by Gucci Mane and P-Hoemesolle and A$AP Rocky.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's a commercial that uh, made its way into my sample. A YouTube commercial that popped up here.
Honorable C note.
I can't play too much of the song. I don't want to like get some fucking copyright strike or something right away. But it's this song, legendary trap song.
I'm a rolling pharmacist, a certain lane.
Kids time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see.
Right? So I got the vocals from that. I extracted the vocals.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Honorable.
With the wings. Really had the Nina in the skinny jeans. Since my early teens, I've been sitting clean, mixing, sipping lean with the leaders up in Illy Beamer. That's a miss.
I'm a rolling pharmacist. Set it off like a bougie. Stuff my cigar with the diesel. Pull up, jump off for the kitchen. CRD, I need my bonifa. Puerto Rico, don't need a visa. Dope white name on the list. Double up, rustle, I roll them in fleece. I chop, I stay rolling, I'm never I'll be. I'm bagging up pounds to a new casino. Chopper and rapper still strapped with them hammer. I made that dough down like I'm MC Hammer. Chopping up.
So how? How do I separate the vocals? And also, if you notice there, um, you have the it's a little sped up. So I want to show how I also do that. So you cannot do it on LMS directly. There's no way you can manipulate it like that. I mean, you will have to. There's a way, but it's too complex, too annoying, uh, very slow. So this is how I do it instead, right? So first of all, you need to have Audacity, right? Boom. Audacity lets you record the audio from your computer wherever you're playing. It's recorded in Audacity. You just have to go in audio setup. Make sure the host is Windows Wasabi or whatever. On playback device, it's where you want the sound to come out, right, from Audacity. So if you have something connected, like I have a Bluetooth speaker over there, so I have to connect this to the speaker, right? And recording device, you have to do the same. If your host is not here, all of these, maybe just three of them will repeat, but you need to have all or whatever, right? For example, I'm recording with this mic, right? This shitty mic, but I'm recording my voice. If I wanted to record my voice from here, but I don't, I will have it in external microphone. But I want Audacity to record the audio that's coming out of my speakers. So you have to connect the recording device also to your speakers. I'm gonna show you right now. So now, once that's connected, you just play record, and see, it's not recording my voice. It's gonna record whatever I play, right? Right. Here it is. Recording. Right. So also, if you do the math here, that's also how I get samples, right? So if you click on whatever part you want to be clicking on, you can zoom in there, get super surgical with like how much you wanna cut and whatnot. You select this, right? You select everything, Control X, cut. Right? You can also cut here, right? So now you're gonna go to File, Export Audio, Export to your computer as a WAV. Always export everything as a WAV. If you didn't know that, you should better always put it in WAV. Export to computer, and you choose where you choose the folder that you want your recordings to go. So you organize it however you want. I'm not gonna export this right now because I already had this, but you're gonna record your song, right? The song that you want the vocals to match, you record that song, right? So also, just to get rid of the audio that's here, you just click there, right? So now you're gonna open Virtual DJ. Oh god, not the fucking. Well, yeah. Yeah, fucking why not? It's a DJ software, basically. You can get it from here. It's completely free, also. Completely free. So you open Virtual DJ, okay? Not right now. you do what I just did. I'm not gonna go super in depth into how this works because I'm not an expert. Uh, I know there's like four modes or like this layout. Some are more complex, and this is like made for you to play live, right? Maybe I use it in the future. Maybe you're interested in that. I don't know too much about how this really works, like in depth. I'm just gonna show you how I've been using it, right? So you put the sound that you want to extract the vocals from into one of these, right? So now it's gonna tell you the BPM of the song.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Honorable C note.
Right? And here, this is what's gonna let you isolate things, right? So,
long way, nigga, I'm blowing my ass. Hey, huh? What? Huh? I'm rolling round, chicken pea.
right? So that's how much you can separate things: vocals, instrumentals, and the beat, meaning the drums. You can separate it. Obviously, it's not perfect. It's gonna sound weird. It sometimes can add reverb to things because again, that's for like more of a DJ thing. You playing or remixing live. They use reverb a lot to like fade things and blend in. But if you have it in like this super basic uh, version, you're not gonna have it, the reverb. Uh, so we want to extract the vocals.
There's three lames in the gang, you know, wanna dress like me, flex like me, try to get fresh like me, do it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my balls, probably wish they boyfriend was just like. Seen a bitch last week, anyway, G, I'm a.
See, like it's still like you can still hear some of the drums and like some of the melodies. It's through just a little tiny bit, but mostly it's fine. It's fine because it's really low, so it can kind of mask behind your beat, or as I'm gonna show you later, can like use that into your song, right? So now we have the vocal separator, right? But as you remember, you cannot manipulate the sample rack, which is what we're gonna use on the fucking lmms. So you have to match your vocals to the tempo of your song before having it in. You have to match it outside of the program. That's what I'm saying. So this is the recording that we technically did, right? So here it says that the BPM is, let me see. It says that its BPM is 81.50. Gosh. Yes. And it's actually 163, right? So it's basically the same, right? It's just this normal tempo, or one is um, a double tempo, and this is just normal tempo. So what you want to do here is click on match, right? It's gonna match the tempos between these two. So if you wanted to match your drums to the BPM of these vocals, you click here on match, and it's gonna match it. right? Well, I think it's sped it up crazy. So the way you do this, right, is you have to align this, right? This has to be aligned in order for them to play how they're supposed to play, right? So you do this. We're gonna play the vocals first, and then match. Oh shit!
Ladies and gentlemen,
You can also say. Oh my god!
Honorable C note.
Long way, nigga, I'm blowing my hand. Hey.
That's crazy. What we want to match here is our vocal. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. This is what modulates the tempo of the track. So you just put it back where it was, which it was 8150. Right, so now you want to match this, right? And it made it the tempo of this song because it's in double tempo. Right, so now you check if this match, right? Again, you just have to play one, and then
ladies and gentlemen,
you sync.
Honorable C note.
Long way, nigga, I'm blowing my hand. Hey. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist to serve you lean. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist to serve you lean.
Okay, it's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see.
Right, so you check that it sounds good, it matches, it's in the tempo you want, right? So now you're gonna start over with the vocals, you know, to Audacity. You're gonna make sure that you're recording the audio, and then you're gonna play
ladies and gentlemen,
just the vocals.
Honorable C note.
You're gonna record the whole thing.
Long way, nigga, I'm blowing my hand. Hey. What?
So you record the whole vocals, right? Now we can close this. And again, you just go to File, export to computer. You choose where you go and you export it. I'm not gonna do that because I already did. In fact, again, because, well, let's go here. Alright. So we're gonna open the sample rack, right? We're gonna click here and then double click once it's orange. And we're gonna find this is how I save vocal lean, right? These are the vocals. So you click on it and open, and it's gonna open the audio here, right? So this is already up to our tempo, so it should fit right in, right? So here's how I've used this, why I use this instead of like other samples. Well, because if you have a sample, right, let's concentrate here, right, Right here. Also, also, you cannot assign a mix channel to the vocals. The vocals are its own mixing channel. I don't know why, but that's how it works. So let's silence those. Take a listen to the sample. Right. If I play the sample from here, you can hear it, right? So when it comes to vocals and it's long, like maybe, I mean it's long, it's 1 minute or so vocals. You want to have to be able to just listen the part that you're working on, right? You're gonna focus on like, oh, the chorus, and maybe in the chorus I want uh this and that or whatever, right? You're concentrating on the chorus. If it was like this, you couldn't be able to do that because you wouldn't be able to go to the exact part. You will have to play from the start. Like that's impossible. That's annoying. That's why I have it here, right? So now you're gonna want to match your loop to the song, right? To the vocals. Right. So you do that, and now you check, right?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Honorable C note.
Long way, nigga, I'm blowing my head. Hey, what? I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist, a serious lean. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist, a serious lean.
Okay, it's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many mini-me industry lames in the game who know when to dress like me? Flex like me, try to get fresh like me. Throw it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my ball, probably wish they boyfriend was just like. Seen a bitch last week, ain't even G, I'ma come clean. I ain't even fuck her, heard to the sucker. Shit's might clean if I fuck her. 16 gold teeth, I'm a slugger. With a 16 to P, fuck a P, we long way, all day. Shout out to plugger, I'm straight out the gutter. Nigga 16 throwing blood, a pretty motherfucker since 16, I ain't stutter. German Scott.
Right? It sounds kind of imperfect because there's some little editing needed, right? But here's what I mean. Right? Let's play it from here.
I'm a rolling pharmacist, a serious lean. I ain't never seen a nigga like me way from her like the me. I'm a rolling stone, cooking with the rolling on, got 2 shots in my knee. I'm a rolling stone, give me rolling on, fucking off the baby and Katrina.
You can play whatever you want. So there was some editing I wanted to do, like chop things out. I didn't want the song to be, I think like 4 minutes, 3 minutes. I'm pretty sure it's 4 minutes long, right? It's like three minutes and a half. I don't want it that long. I want it shorter. So I wanted to cut a verse and some other things, right? I did that on Ableton, right? I got the same recording I did from the original beat. Oh my god. I put it here. I just duplicate it, laid out the vocals, and did what I chop things out. And a this is a duplicate where I added a little bit of delay and reverb. Oh, I just had a delay, whatever. Oh yeah, okay. I added reverb, no, I added delay to that duplicate so that I could, let me show you. So, let me mute the beats. Alright, so listen to it.
Long way, nigga, I'm blowing my hair. Hey, huh? What? Huh? I'm rolling round.
So, let me play it from here.
Round. I'm, I'm rolling round. Chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist. Service lady. I'm rolling round. Chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist. Service lady.
Right?
I'm rolling round. Chicken feet.
This is how it sounds
Pharmacist.
without
Service lady.
that without delay vocals.
Chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist. Service lady. I'm rolling round. Chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist. Service lady. I'm rolling round. Chicken feet.
And to the vocals itself, so also all of these are way lower, like they're like half the volume of this, so that I don't sound too overpowering. And to just the vocals, I added this plugin. What is it? Oh god. How I'm forgetting. Yeah, so god damn it. I added this plugin from how is it called? Audio, something like that. They have a lot of free plugins and stuff. And this is like reverb or something. Has vocal presets. So I run EQ, preamp and EQ. So kind of both. So I added that to the vocals. And then I chopped one of the verses. So this song has mostly P-hoemesolle and A$AP Rocky. And this is a remix, right? The original version is just P-hoemesolle and Gucci Mane on the choruses. And this remix, they add A$AP Rocky, right? But the P-hoemesolle verses are the same. And I just choose my favorite verse between the two that P-hoemesolle has. And also, like, this is the second verse. The first verse, the cadence kind of didn't slide that was with my beat, right? Because he's obviously doing for the beat of the song. It kind of sounded a little strange, a little uncomfortable, and so I just used the other verse, basically, right?
With the wings, really having me in the skinny jeans. Since my early teens, I've been sitting clean, mixing, sipping lean with the leaders up in Illy Beamer. That's a misdemeanor. Beanie
Rolling round, chicken pig. I'm a rolling pharmacist, a cerulean. I'm rolling round, chicken pig. I'm a rolling pharmacist, a cerulean. I'm rolling round, chicken pig. I'm a rolling pharmacist, a cerulean. I'm rolling round, chicken pig.
Right. So then I exported just these vocals as one audio, and that's what we're gonna use on lmms. You can do this pretty much exactly the same thing I just did on Audacity, right? You're just gonna export the vocals, and then the beat, right? And now you just gotta match things, right? Again, you just be surgical with it. Right, and now it should be.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Honorable C notes.
Long way, nigga, I'm blowing my head. Hey. I'm rolling round, chicken pig. I'm a rolling pharmacist, a cerulean. I'm rolling round.
And you do the same things that I did on Ableton, right? You can duplicate this and do the reverb thing. You can cut things out. You can loop these drums. You can do the same here. But I'm not gonna go too into deep of that, because you could also just do the vocals as is if you wish. Now I didn't want to do that, me personally, because I really liked how it sounded. Like at first I was just like whatever, but then I found that it sounds really cool. Like I could really take more serious take this song more seriously, and that's why I did that. Right, so here's that file, right? So now let's hear if matches. I'm assuming,
gentlemen, gentlemen.
Long way, nigga, I'm blowing my head. Hey. I'm rolling round, chicken pig. I'm a rolling pharmacist, a cerulean. I'm rolling round, chicken pig. I'm a rolling pharmacist, a cerulean.
Here's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many mini industry names in the game you know wanna dress like me? Flex like me, try to get fresh like me. Do it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my ball, probably. Wish they boyfriend was just like. Seen a bitch last week, even G, I'ma come clean. I ain't even fuck her, heard to a sucker. Shit's my king, if I fuck her 16 goat teeth, I'm a slugger. With a 16 for P, fuck a P, we long way, all day. Shout out to Bucker, I'm straight out the gutter. Nigga 16 throwing blood, a pretty motherfucker said 16, I ain't stutter. German shots, with the wings. Really haven't in the skinny jeans since my early teens. I've been sitting clean, mixing, sipping lean with the leaders up in Illy Beamer. That's a misdemeanor. Beanie
Rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist, a certain lane. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist, a certain lane. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist, a certain lane. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist, a certain lane. Serving you Sands, the lean, the neighborhood pharmacist, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping in grease. I try post her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back like the fortress, it's fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to extortion, I'm cleaning the streets. Double R roasted, I roll them in peace. I try my stay rolling, I'm never out beat. I'm bagging no pass to a new scene. Trumper and rappers, this rap with them hammer. I made that dough down like I'm Chopping the farmers, I serve you the grammar and lean. I get it from over the counter. Chopping the farmers with cameras like Tony Montana and chopping with like bananas. Rolling round, I'm rolling round. Chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist. The service lane. I'm rolling round. Chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist. The service lane. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist. The service lane.
Alright, so that was the song, right? So obviously that's a lot that needs to be done for this to be a complete song. So I'm gonna mute the vocals for now, right? And let me close Ableton. No. And for now, I don't think I'm gonna be using Audacity, right? So let's play these elements separately. This is like a breakcore, drum and break, jungle type of thing. A little too slow, a little on the lower side on those genres, but that's kind of what I was going for. And we need to add bass. Alright, so I ditched the mask halfway through the video because I've been struggling with the bass. I couldn't make a good bass for the song, and it took me days, and it's fucking ridiculous because it's like a super fucking simple fucking bass. Super zero complexity to that shit, but it's the best thing I could come up with. Like, I tried something more complex, but it sounded like shit. And midway through that, I bought glasses. And I'm not gonna fuck up my. They were expensive as fuck. I'm not gonna fuck up my expensive glasses to wear a fucking ski mask. the shitty ski mask on top of it, you know. That's what you're gonna do about it, right? So this is the bass I ended up creating, right? Super fucking basic ass fucking bass, but it ended up going well with the. I think it's the best that could have gone well with this, you know. Let's see if there's like filters. All right. Okay, so let's listen to the bass without the vocals. So we're gonna do first a few things to the bass. As you can see, I down lowered the volume because this is super like you can barely hear the shit. I don't know why. And I'm gonna do some other things, right? So first, gonna up the volume, maybe here, whatever, and I'm gonna move the resonance up. Listen to the difference while I move it up. Right. I'm gonna do more changes to it later on when I mixed it. I'm just gonna give first. I'm gonna give it a little bit of structure, right? So now let's listen to everything together right now for before I start making more changes and structuring the song more because right now it's just like a big loop without rhyme or reason. It's just a loop. So let's listen to that first. Obviously, first I gotta lay out the bass through the whole song too. I'm also gonna trim off a little bit. As you can see, the vocals end here. In this is just leftover. Like I like a little bit of. I might maybe leave it here or so. I don't know. Probably after the vocals finish to some aspect of the song to keep playing, but that's just too much. So let me trim that off. Trim the fat off. Yeah, this is another annoying thing about LMMS. Any other fucking DAW, I could just select that, Control X, and it would cut everything off. I can't do that here. I don't know fucking why. I have to do it one by one, and it's just tedious, right? But whatever. Okay, let's listen to this shit. Everything together.
Gentlemen, gentlemen.
Long way, nigga, I'm blowing my hey. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm rolling pharmacist and service lane. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm rolling pharmacist and service lane.
Here's time for a survey. Little pop quiz, let's see. I mean, even in the industry, names in the game, you know, wanna dress like me, flex like me, try to get fresh like me, do it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my ball, probably first they boyfriend was just like. She the bitch last week, and even cheat, I'ma come clean. I ain't even fucking heard from sucker. Just my king, if I fuck a 16, go teeth, I'm a slugger. With a 16 with P, P-we long way, all day. Shout out to brother, I'm straight out the gutter. Nigga 16, throwing blood, a pretty motherfucker said 16, I ain't stutter. German straps, with the wings, really had been leaning in the skinny jeans since my early teens. I've been sitting clean, mixing, zipping, lean.
There you go. Also, hairline. Okay, there you go. Also, hairline reveal. Me wait for that. Hairline reveal. So now I have to give structure to the song, right? So first of all, the vocals. Now let me zoom in a little bit to 2000%. Even maybe more, maybe this much, right? So certain elements or certain things, like it's on tempo, but I would prefer things to start, right? It's like maybe, see here, maybe I want this a little bit back, maybe I want this earlier, whatever, right? So let's see with more sounding vision where each element lies in the song.
Gentlemen.
Long way, nigga, I'm blowing my hey. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and service lane. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and service lane.
Here's time for a survey.
Right, so the song starts with Rocky's verse, and I want Rocky's verse to be more aligned with the beginning of a bar, right? So the verse starts here, and as you can see, it hits basically on the second bar instead of the first in this phrase, right? Let's call it that.
Little pop quiz, let's see. I mean, even in the industry, names in the game, you know, wanna dress like me, flex like me, try to get fresh like me. Little pop quiz, let's see. I mean, even in the industry, names in the game, you know.
Or it doesn't, and I'm just fucking stupid.
Little pop quiz,
Or it doesn't, and I'm just picking out my ass.
let's see. I mean, even in the industry. Here's time for a survey. Little pop.
No, it does. Yeah, I'm just. Ugh. So as you can see, here's where Rocky Bear starts, and I wanted to start here, so you can use. Oh, make sure you are on this with the click on instead of the selecting tool. Fuck this shit. So I'm gonna move it here.
I'm a rolling pharmacist, a surgery.
Here's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many mini industry lanes in the game who know when to dress like me?
Just like that, right? So another thing, if you notice, this part of um, Rocky's verse, right? Because these aren't recorded vocals that I got from an artist originally and whatever. I got this song, right? Took the vocals out. I'll show how. Uh, but it's not perfect, right? And there's element that still seep through even when you separate the stems, and you can clearly hear on this one that there's drums from the original song, right? Let's listen to this.
I'm a rolling pharmacist, a surgery.
Here's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many mini industry lanes in the game who know when to dress like me?
I'm a rolling pharmacist, a surgery.
Here's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see.
Right? And I think there sometimes you can filter out with EQ, but I think in this case it's just way too much presence for me to just be able to filter out with EQ. So I obviously can't get rid of them, right? So I have to use them in the song. I have to manage to make this thing that I can't take off part of the song, right? I have to utilize it in it. So a good way to do something like that in this case specifically, it's getting rid of the drums for my song for a little bit, to use the drums for this and then put them back in, right? So this is what I mean, right? Let's go.
I'm a rolling pharmacist, a surgery.
Here's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many mini industry lanes in the game who know when to dress like me? Here's time for a survey. Here's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many mini industry lanes in the game who know when to dress like me? Flex like me. Try to get fresh like me. Do it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my ball. Probably wish they boyfriend was just like. Here's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many mini industry lanes in the game who know when to dress like me? Flex like me. Try to get fresh like me. Do it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my ball. Probably wish they boyfriend was just like. Seen a bitch last week. Baby G, I'ma come clean. I ain't even fuck her. Heard through something. Shit's my.
So as you can see, the drums from the original song stop here, right? Now, I can delete the drums on this part and then just straight have them punch right here, or I was thinking of maybe doing more subtle start, or even maybe add like a different drum, like different drums, like I was thinking of hi-hats that build and then just the original drums, right? So let's test that out. Let's make a little test of how if we mute the drums and then slowly bring them back in, or if we're better just put them in, or test things out.
Here's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many mini industry lanes in the game who know when to dress like me? Flex like me. Try to get fresh like me. Do it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my ball. Probably wish they boyfriend was just like. Seen a bitch last week. Baby G, I'ma come clean. I ain't even fuck her. Heard through something. Shit's my king. If I fuck a 16 goat teeth, I'm a slugger with a 16. Here's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many mini industry lanes in the game who know when to dress like me? Flex like me. Try to get fresh like me. Do it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my ball. Probably wish they boyfriend was just like. Seen a bitch last week. Baby G, I'ma come clean. I ain't even fuck her. Heard through something. Shit's my king. If I fuck a 16 goat teeth, I'm a slugger with a 16. Here's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many mini industry lanes in the game who know when to dress like me? Flex like me. Try to get fresh like me. Do it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my ball. Probably wish they boyfriend was just like. Seen a bitch last week. Baby G, I'ma come clean. I ain't even fuck her. Heard through something. Shit's my king. If I fuck a 16 goat teeth, I'm a slugger with a 16.
So I was thinking of maybe doing a mix of both, adding another drums that have like more of a hi-hat. So if you notice, right, let me just play the drums, mute everything out. There's hi-hats there, but they're like dry hi-hats instead of like more like reverb or more live hi-hats. I don't know how to explain it, but for example, if we go here and we go to their beats sections that are already here, I like these ones a lot. No, what is it? See, this is like so. I was maybe thinking of using the hi-hats from this and adding it to this. So let's test it out real quick, right? Little tests of it. Right. Okay. I'm trying to find a place where there's just hi-hats and nothing else playing, right? Which is like right here. Sorry, forgot. First, we have to put it on tempo with the rest of the song, right? Sorry, fuck. Before I chop it up, I like to make sure it's on it's on the tempo before I do the whole shebang. It's glitching out. I don't know why the fuck that's going on. Sometimes it's just like that. It just decides that it wants to fuck you in the ass and not work correctly. and then it just fucking works for no fucking reason. Oh my god, I hate this fucking shit. Let's keep it pushing. Here. No, sorry. Let me. Let's see how it sounds with these drums instead of the ones I already have in. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking. Sometimes I wish this was a person I could fucking kill him. And now it just works. I like how that sounds. But I'm just mainly looking for the hi-hats. So now let's actually chop it up. Let's hear it. That sounds interesting. Okay, now let's ditch that. Pretend it didn't happen. Whatever. Fuck that.
Here's how for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many industry lanes in the game who know wanna dress like me? Here's how for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many industry lanes in the game who know wanna dress like me? Flex like me, try to get fresh like me. Do it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my ball, probably wish they boyfriend was just like. Seen a bitch that speak, BBG, I'ma go clean. I ain't even fucking heard through something. Just like me, if I fuck a 16, go team, I'ma fuck with a 16. Here's how for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many industry lanes in the game who know wanna dress like me? Flex like me. Try to get fresh like me, do it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my ball, probably wish they boyfriend was just like. Seen a bitch that speak, BBG, I'ma go clean. I ain't even fucking heard through something. Just like me.
So I think it would be better if it's just completely cut off and then it hit like hard. You know what I mean? So let's cut the drums off this section.
Here's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many mini-me industry lanes in the game who know when to dress like me, flex like me, try to get fresh like me, do it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my balls, probably wish they boyfriend was just like. Seen a bitch stand speak, give G, I'ma come clean. I ain't even fucking heard through the sucker. Shit's my king, if I fuck a 16, go deep, I'm a slugger with a 16. Here's time for a survey. Little pop.
right? I did this section first because I don't know, it was just on my mind. This whole like drums here in this part of the vocals that I couldn't take it off, so that's why I did this first because it's been on my mind for some time. I had to do it to get it off.
Here's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many mini-me industry lanes in the game who know when to dress like me, flex like me, try to get fresh like me, do it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my balls, probably wish they boyfriend was just like. Seen a bitch stand speak, give G, I'ma come clean. I ain't even fucker, heard through the sucker. Shit's my king, if I fuck a 16, go deep, I'm a slugger with a 16 with P, fuck a Pee-wee, long way, all day, shout out to Bucker. I'm straight out the gutter, nigga 16, throwing blood, pretty motherfuckers at 16, I ain't stutter. Here's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's.
Also, you have to be mindful not to overdo a lot of like crazy changes and shit, because it can be a lot or distracting or overwhelming or whatever, right? So I want to focus on the intro of the song, right? I don't want everything to just hit at the same time like that.
Gentlemen,
Long way, nigga, I'm blowing my hey.
So I'm gonna try. I want to see how it sounds if the bass comes slowly from the beginning, right?
gentlemen,
Long way, nigga, I'm blowing my hey. Huh? Huh? I'm rolling.
I wasn't a big fan of that, so let's check with this, right?
gentlemen, gentlemen, gentlemen,
Oh my god, so before I continue, I just realized that I didn't humanize the fucking bass. And I had already laid out the whole fucking bass in the song, but I had to humanize it. So just, I had to do that before I continue. Fuck. So by humanize it, I mean make it feel like it's in a pocket, right? In a pocket, right? It's not stiffly like right now it is. Exactly in a certain part of the grid inside of the BPM. Normally, that should be done by playing it actually, but for some reason, in this particular song, I started with the MIDI and it just stopped working. I did something later with the MIDI on the on lmms and it worked and it has worked just fine. But this song specifically, just stopped reading the MIDI. I don't know why the fuck that happened. Again, one of the many beautiful perks of this fucking program. But let me just, artificially humanize this by putting every note behind, right? A little behind. Now I had to delete all of this, but yeah, whatever. Let's just get it done quickly. There we go. I should have done that earlier instead of now, but whatever. I just forget. Right, so
Gentlemen. 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 Gentlemen.
I also don't want the drums to just come in like that. Let me-
Gentlemen. 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 Gentlemen.
Long way, nigga, I'm blowing my head. Hey, huh? What? Huh? I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon.
It's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many men in the industry lanes in the game who know wanna dress like me, flex like me, try to get fresh like me, do it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my ball, probably wish they boyfriend was just like. Seen a bitch last week, BBG, I'ma go clean. I ain't even fuckin', heard through sucker. Just might ink if I fuck a 16 go deep. I'm a slugger with a 60 with P for the key.
Rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon.
It's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many men in the industry lanes in the game who know wanna dress like me, flex like me, try to get fresh like me, do it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my ball, probably wish they boyfriend was just like. Seen a bitch last week, BBG, I'ma go clean. I ain't even fuckin', heard through sucker. Just might ink if I fuck a 16 go deep. I'm a slugger with a 60 with P for the P. We long way, all day. Shout out to Bucker, I'm straight out the gutter. Nigga 16 throwing blood, pretty motherfuckers at 16. I ain't stutter. German straps, with the wings, really heaven in the skinny jeans. Since my early teens, I've been sitting clean, mixing, sipping lean with the leaders up in Italy Beamer. That's a misdemeanor. Beanie
Rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. Chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. Rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. Rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. I'm rolling round, chicken feet. I'm a rolling pharmacist and surgeon. Serving you silence the lane, the neighborhood pharmacist, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and by different bags that go by Celine. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuck in the bitch, she did whip it in grease. I try to post my name on the knees. Who might get married like Nelson Khalees? I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back like the fortune is better than G. Just got in the door, from serving the lean. That's the extortion, I'm cleaning the streets. Double or wrestle, I roll them in peace. I try to start rolling, I'm never out beat. I'm begging no pastor with no casino.
Okay, so now I'm gonna move into peewelongway um, verse, right? So in the original song, I'm gonna pretty much do the same. When he came in, there's no bass or beat. I mean drums. And then everything just hit again. So I'm gonna go do that here too.
You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language. You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language. You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. I trap post my name on the lease. Who might get married like Nelson Police? I bet on Cherry, you send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. I trap post my name on the lease. Who might get married like Nelson Police? I bet on Cherry, you send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing you send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. I trap post my name. You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. I trap post my name on the lease. Who might get married like Nelson Police? I bet on Cherry, you send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. I trap post my name on the lease. Who might get married like Nelson Police? I bet you send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. I trap post my name on the lease. Who might get married like Nelson? You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. I trap post my name on the lease. Who might get married like Nelson Police? I bet on Cherry, you send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. I trap post my name on the lease. Who might get married like Nelson Police? I bet on Cherry, you send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. I trap post my name on the lease. Who might get married like Nelson Police? You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping. You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. I trap post my name on the lease. Who might get you send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. I trap post my name on the lease. You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. I trap post. You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. I trap. You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the you send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping and grease. I trap post my name on the lease. Who might get married like Nelson Police? I bet on Cherry, you send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches. You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing you send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language. You send is the lean, the neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different. you sentence the lean. The neighborhood farmers, I serve you codeine. My bitch, she serving a piece and buy different bags that go by saline. She speak different language, but she Portuguese. She stuffing the bitches and whipping in grease. I try post with her name on the lease. We might get married like Nelson Police. My bad, I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the door, from serving the. I made that dough down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I serve you the grandma and lean. I get it from over the counter. Chopping the farmers with cameras like Tony Montana and chopping with kick like bananas. Roll it around.
Now, here, now here, for example, right? This. Oh shit! Oh my god! It's also doing this thing where the mouse just moves here or here, whatever. I don't know why it's doing that. Fuck that shit.
I'm back on my G. Back the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the door, from serving the lean. Let's go, it's I'm cleaning the streets. Double I wrestle, I roll in that roll. I try my side rolling, I'm begging, I'm to a casino. Jumper and rappers, this rap was the number. I made that dough down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I serve you the grandma and lean. I get it from over the counter. Chopping the flow down like I'm 50. Down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I serve you the grandma and lean. I get it from over the counter. Chopping the flow down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I serve you the grandma and lean. I get it from over the counter. Chopping the flow down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I serve you the grandma and lean. I get it from over the counter. Chopping the flow down like I'm 50. Flow down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I serve you the grandma down like I'm 50. Chopping the flow down like I'm 50. Flow down like I'm 50. Show down like I'm 50. Show down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I serve you down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I serve you the grandma and lean. I get it from over the counter. Chopping down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I sold down like I'm 50. Chopping down like I'm 50. Chopping down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I serve you the grandma and lean. I get it from over down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I serve you the grandma and lean. I get it from over the counter. Chopping the flow down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I serve you the grandma and lean. I get it from over the counter. Chopping the flow down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I serve you the grandma and lean. I get it from over.
So now, in the original song, it's just like that, right? The second time he says that he has the dub like MC Hammer. He has this different like EQ sounds different. In any other DAW, you could just add an automation, right? I don't like how things like that how that works here, right? It supposedly does, right? So
Down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I serve you the grandma and lean. I get it from over the counter. Chopping the flow down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I serve you the grandma and lean. I get it from over the counter. Chopping the flow down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers.
literally does nothing. So what I do is actually kind of live record things. I'm gonna show you later how I do that. I might not even use it on that part, but I'm definitely gonna use it for the whole song. But that pretty much comes later in Audacity instead of here directly on the DAW, which it is annoying. It is a little bit extra work, but again, it can be made.
Down like I'm 50. Chopping the farmers, I serve you the grandma and lean.
So now I'm sure I'm gonna add more tidbits here and there. Maybe I'll add some flair to the bass or whatnot. But that's gonna take me more than whatever I'm gonna be here recording for. So I'm gonna do that later. Probably off camera or something. I might, once I finish the song, maybe I'll put it on um, Bandcamp. I'm sorry. So now I'm gonna skip forward to mixing the song, right? add a little bit of mixing to this shit. So I'm gonna choose, right? I'm gonna choose this part, the peewelongway verse, to mix the song, right? To control the labels and then all that. So let's just hear it now, right? So I'm gonna start doing a little mixing, right? So if you remember, we cannot assign a mixing channel to the vocals or the sample, right? So you have to pretty much mix it here. That's its own thing. I'm gonna EQ it here, and that's pretty much everything I'm gonna do with the vocals. There is more effects like that I want to add, but again, that's kind of further, pretty much at the end when I'm finishing the song. I will make a video about that too separately because it's its own thing. But bear with me, okay? So gonna solo out the vocals, right?
But she bought a niche, she stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I trap house, put her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to us, costing no cleaning us. Double our language, but she bought a niche, she stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I trap house, put her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to us, costing no cleaning us. Double our language, but she bought a niche, she stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I trap house, put her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to us, costing no cleaning us. Double our language, but she bought a key. She stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I trap house, put her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to us, costing no cleaning us. Double our language, but she bought a key. She stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I trap house, put her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to us, costing no cleaning us. Double our language, but she bought a key. She stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I trap house, put her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to us, costing no cleaning us. Double our language, but she bought a key. She stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I trap house, put her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the.
That's pretty much everything I'm gonna do to the vocals, other than adjusting the labels.
But she bought a key, she stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I trap house, put her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to us, costing no cleaning us. Double our language, but she bought a key, she stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I trap house, put her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G.
Now I'm gonna put the effects on the sample of the song. First, EQ, as always. Oh my god.
Double up language, but she bought a grease. She stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I try pasta, her name on the leaves. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. My bad, I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to extortion, I'm cleaning the streets. Double up language, but she bought a grease. She stuck in the.
Once again, not gonna do much to the sample because I like it how it is. It sounds a little choppy and whatnot, so I don't want to add any delay, or I don't want to do much with it. I just wanted to cut a little bit of the low end so that the bass and the kick sound more in the overall mix. Now let's move on to the drums. Now, same thing. We start with the EQ, but here, so because these drums are sped up, the low end is a little bit more. Was not so present, right? Which isn't bad because I want the bass to have more of the low end at the end than everything else. But I do want just. I'm struggling to see if I want the drums to be a little more boxy, or if I want that harder bass on it. But seeing that this is more of a, the drums are sped up and are pitched up because more of a drum break, or I'm sorry, drum bass or jungle or whatever. I wanted a little bit maybe more boxy, right? So we're gonna adjust or EQ to that. I like that. Now I'm gonna add a compression to the drums, the sidechain compression. I was just trying to. I wanted to hear it in context and by its own. So I think this is our preset for now. I don't want to mess too much with the drums. I think they sound fine right now. Now let's go with the bass. Okay. So now we're gonna do it to the here, right? To the whole master. This does include the vocals, right? So it will affect everything. I'm gonna start first with the. Well, I didn't explain too much what I did here. Sorry. This is like a bass booster, but it isn't as strong as a bass booster. It's more subtle. I like it more. Now, let's go back here. Okay. So, I'm gonna start with the multiband compressor. And with the whole chain, I almost always use the same chain with in this program. So let's go ahead and do that. So again, well, this is allows us to compress, to add compression to the lows, the mids, and the highs, kind of separately, and it makes it sound. I don't know, it just makes it sound better. The stereos, help us enhance the stereo of the song, right? Like the whole thing. I don't pan out too much right now because I mean, the sample has its own stereo already built in because it's a song that has already been mixed. And that's also the same for the drums because they're also a sample, right? I will mm, pan this a little to the left, just a little bit. Okay, so back here. Sidechain, we will obviously add sidechain to the song, but the compressor, this Dyson compressor, is more of a limiter. I use it as a limiter so that we don't fucking go deft from a song.
She took me in the bitches and whipping and greasing. I try pasta, her name on the lease. We might get married
Now I'm just gonna readjust the levels a little bit.
Language, but she part of Greece. She stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I try pasta, her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back like the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to extortion, I'm cleaning the streets. Double her language, but she part of Greece. She stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back like the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to extortion, I'm cleaning the streets. Double her language, but she part of Greece. She stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I try pasta, her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back like the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to extortion, I'm cleaning the streets. Double her language, but she part of Greece. She stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I try pasta, her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back like the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to extortion, I'm cleaning the streets. Double her language, but she part of Greece. She stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I try pasta, her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back like the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to extortion, I'm cleaning the streets. Double her language, but she part of Greece. She stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I try pasta, her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back like the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to extortion, I'm cleaning the streets. Double her language, but she part of Greece. She stuck in the bitches and whip it in grease. I try pasta, her name on the lease. We might get married like Nas and Khalid. I bet I'm tripping, I'm back on my G. Back like the fortress is fat at the G. Just got in the dust from serving the lean. Thanks to extortion, I'm cleaning the streets. Double her rustle, I roll them in fleece. I try pasta rolling, I'm never out beat. I'm begging up past to a new scene. Chopper and rappers, let's rap with the number. I made it know that like I'm 50, I'm trapping the farmers, I serve you the grammar and lean. I get it from up with a counter. Trapping the farmers with cameras like Hannah Montana and chopping with like bananas. Rolling round. I'm rolling round. Chicken pig. I'm a rolling pharmacist.
Give it a final listen. Well, not a final listen, but
Gentlemen,
a listen now.
gentlemen,
Long way, nigga, I'm blowing my hey. I'm rolling round, chicken pig. I'm a rolling pharmacist, a certain thing. I'm rolling round, chicken pig. I'm a rolling pharmacist, a certain thing.
Okay, it's time for a survey. Little pop quiz test, let's see. How many me industry lanes in the game who know when to dress like me, flex like me, try to get fresh like me, do it up in the press like me. Couple pussycat dolls on my balls, probably wish they boyfriend was just like. Seen a bitch status speak, believe it G, I'ma come clean. I ain't even fucker, heard to the sucker. Chicks might king, get a fucker, 16 goatee, I'm a brother. With a 16 P from the TV, long way, all day. Shout out to Bunker, I'm straight out the gutter. Nigga 16 don't blutter, pretty motherfuckers since 16, I ain't stutter. Journey strides, with the rings, running heaven in the skinny jeans. Since my early teens, I've been sitting clean.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much it for now. There's a lot of more detailing I want to do, like ad libs or effects or tags or some other shit, but that would be like more towards the end. Again, this is kind of a simple song. I didn't went too crazy on anything in it, but because I just wanted to show, you know, the basic of structuring the song and how to do it on this thing, how to get around certain things, certain issues. Again, I'm gonna do a similar video with the similar song. I mean, with the same song, but like now finishing the things and what I mean, how I'm gonna do the instead of doing a automation with this. Like, what the fuck does this even mean? Instead of using this thing because it kind of fucking sucks. I don't know how I do it with help of Audacity and stuff like that. But that's for another video because this probably is already too long and listening to the same shit for over an hour probably not that cool. But see. So if you want to get your track mixed, not in this shit thing, but probably in Ableton or One Studio or whatever. A better mix, more professional, more detailed on your song. Like if you had a song and that's the last thing you have to do on it, and you don't know how or where, or you can't go to a studio, or maybe that's too expensive. You can hit me up. I make your track for the low, cheap prices, but with quality on it. So just let me know, get in contact with me if you want to do that. That's it. Bye bye.